All right, back to our project. In this package, we're going to add a new interface called widget factory. Here we're going to add methods for creating different kinds of widgets or products. So button, create button, and text box, create text box. So note that we're working with our interfaces here, not their concrete implementations. So we don't have material button or material add. We're working with interfaces. Now that we have this abstract factory, we can create its concrete implementations for different themes. So back to the material package, let's add a new class called material widget factory. This class should implement the widget factory interface. And here we're going to return a new material button. And over here, we're going to return a new material text box. Pretty straightforward. Now we need a similar class for the AND package. So real quick, here I'm going to add a new class called AND widget factory, which should implement the widget factory interface. And here we return an AND button. Of course, we need to new it up, followed by an AND text box. Great. Now the interesting part. We're going to go back to our contact form and get rid of this ugly code. So instead of passing an enum here, we're going to pass a widget factory. So widget factory, we call it factory. Then we call factory.create text box, and we're going to render it, followed by factory.createButton.render. As simple as that. Now we don't need this ugly code anymore. Beautiful. Let's clean up our import statements. Fantastic. So with this new implementation, we are following the open-close principle. If tomorrow we decide to support a new kind of theme, we don't have to touch this class. We simply create a new concrete widget factory and pass it here. Now let's test our implementation. So let's go to our main method and create a contact form, render it, and give it a material widget factory. Take a look. So we see a material text box and a material button. Beautiful. If we replace this with an AND widget factory, we see a different output. So with this new implementation, we don't have to remember to use the right kind of widget depending on the currently selected theme. This is never going to happen. We're not going to mix up an AND button with a material text box. So this is why we use the abstract factory pattern. Once again, an abstract factory provides an interface for creating families of related objects. If you don't have this scenario in your application, you don't have to use the abstract factory pattern.